Mother of Murder, The Legend of JuJu, Oak Park JuJu. They say killers are made, not born. But in Oak Park, Sacramento, on the ragged edge of hope and homicide, where the streets speak louder than school bells, they whispered a different gospel. JuJu Octavia. Douglas was born of blood, raised by it, baptized in it, and she passed it down like a cursed heirloom, like a birthright, not just to survive the street war, but to dominate it. Her daddy was a funk lord, P-Funk, one of the first to claim Oak Park when they still wore blue rags, and the set was called the Funk Lords, but they only pumped fear. Before Mozzie ever spit bars, before Meadowview and the 69th turned into war zones, there was P-Funk, a name that rolled off tongues in a hush, like death was listening. And when her cousin Sean, a real Oak Park rider, got lit up at a bus stop by a Meadowview hitter named David Couch, something snapped. Couch had rolled through Meadowview wild, throwing up 69th. Sean threw up Oak Park. Couch jumped out, no hesitation, and shot Sean down, left him twitching on the sidewalk. Sean survived. Barely. But survival ain't always enough. Not for JuJu. She didn't mourn like most women. She didn't cry in public or light candles. She plotted. She whispered death into the ears of her connects. Word got out quick. JuJu was hunting. She used her old flames and favors, tapping into her quiet network inside Meadowview. One day, word came through. Big Briss was throwing a barbecue at his trap spot. Couch would be there. JuJu put on a hoodie and slid into the party like a ghost. She spotted him near the grill, holding a plate of ribs, laughing like karma didn't exist. She walked up and aired him out. Point blank. 10 feet. Arm. Gut. Chest. Assistant. He dropped like a bag of bones. Then she was gone, swallowed by the crowd. No arrest. No case. No witnesses. Couch knew exactly who did it, but he kept his mouth shut for 30 years, until the day he saw her again. It was a dusty afternoon in Meadowview, in a corner barber shop where street legends fade behind clippers and trash talk. Couch walked in and saw her sitting in the chair. Older, yes, but that same dead stare, that same aura. He beat her in front of the whole shop. Stomped her out like the past hadn't already been paid in blood. He didn't know who he was touching. JuJu wasn't just any woman. She was the mother of Julian Brown. Murder Gang JuJu, a real demon out of Oak Park, a young general bred from chaos and legacy. He wasn't just a shooter. He was her blood, her echo. And though Julian never touched Couch, the streets moved on his behalf. Because when you touch the queen, you wake the army. Couch thought he walked away clean. He didn't warn his set, didn't prep his block, didn't realize he'd just pulled the pin out of a generational grenade. Because now Oak Park was on a mission. And Meadowview, already soft from internal fractures and new school rappers like G-Man, and his crew, TLG, a group of suburban kids playing gangster, was unprepared. They hit where it hurt. Jody Woe Almanza, a rising name tied to TLG, caught the bullet meant for the bigger message. A drive-by at a house party in Meadowview, 2020. The trigger man? Julian Brown. Oak Park muscle. A son raised to settle debts. Even if the original beef wasn't his, Jody never stood a chance. Wrong place, wrong decade, because in the streets, beef never dies. It just changes bloodlines. Both JuJu and his mother, Big JuJu, are in prison for murder. The total number of murders between the mother and son in or around the Oak Park area unknown, but the Hood does thank you for watching Sacramento True Crime.